It doesn't matter how complex or simple our prayers are. I want you to know that they're making a difference in people's lives. And you've heard that before, haven't you? You've had a whole sermon series. You've got devotional books that are filled with stories and steps and how-tos and miraculous elements in regards to what prayer does. I'll tell you this right now. It's been a week of miracles in the midst of disappointments, in the midst of illness, and in the midst of disease. And so this morning we have a very important person to YG that's going to share with you just a moment in regards to the tremendous power of prayer. Let's have a warm welcome for Ricky Trumper.
Some of you may know me from YG, old school back in the day. Some of you may not. Again, my name is Ricky Trumper. Just a little backstory. March 5th last year, I was in a car accident. I suffered a traumatic brain injury, and the first responders on scene were pretty much going to call it because I wasn't supposed to make it. And a firefighter reached his hand in the car and at the last second found a pulse. And so they got the jaws of life out and they got me out of the car and took me to Vanderbilt. I was in a coma for a while, and they lost me a few times in the ambulance on the way. They lost me during the surgery on my head and my face. And as far as earthly reasons go, there's no reason that I should be alive right now or even walking, let alone playing the drums or up here talking to you. It just should not have happened. And 5 days... At the time of the accident, I had twin boys that were about a year and a half, 1.5 years old, and 5 days before the accident, we had just had a baby girl. And so my wife had to go between sitting in the trauma ICU with me with a husband that was about to die, and then out to another room in the hospital to pump for the baby, and then travel back and forth and take care of all that. But through the whole thing, I know for a fact that it was prayer that got me through it. And prayer is the reason I'm here now. And I've been a member of the church my entire life. I was born and raised in SDA. I've sat in the pews and I've heard the prayer requests, and you just sit there and it's just kind of whatever. You never see one. You never know what a prayer request is until you become one. And even though I was in Nashville, you guys here at YG and at Arlington Church, you prayed for me. And, I promised myself I wouldn't do this, but I blame the brain injury. Is it too soon? But, I want to take this moment here, and I talked to Pastor Allen. I wanted to take this moment to not only praise God for saving my life, but to say thank you from the Trumper family to the Arlington Church for praying. Because my kids have a father, and my wife has a husband. My mother has a son. My father has a son. You guys this week have a drummer. Because... So I wanted to say thank you, and this is important, what's happening right here. This is important, and this is what matters, so thank you.
Amen.
I was lost with a broken heart. You picked me up, now I'm set apart.